Welcome to session 5, the main squad session 5 in our Mass Effect Collision RPG campaign. I am here with our heroes once again. I am here at a new location, my new apartment. Yes, the Pikachu came back again. Hooray. So let's get started with the warm-up. So this is a warm-up question that I tend to like to ask the players earlier in the campaign. So if it's easier for you to answer this question as if you were asked it earlier, you may do that if it seemed more obvious, if you have a more obvious reason, I guess. So my question for you is, at this point in the game, or relatively earlier, which of the other 4 PCs do you trust the most? This is in character. Which of the other PCs does your character trust the most out of the other 4, and which one do you trust the least, and why?
I think this one's an easy one for me, I guess.
All right, go ahead, Cicepia. You can go first.
I think the one she trusts the most is Elias.
And why?
I think because he seems very knowledgeable, kind of upfront. She's been able to kind of like tell him stuff. He's been able to tell her stuff about the world when they first got there, and especially moving on, he's been able to help her finding information about herself and all that stuff. So I think of the crew members, she trusts him the most. Of the members she trusts the least, yeah, Arkara. Yeah. Obviously, in the beginning, she was very upfront about information, and then finding out, and then especially down the line, finding out that she did kill a different version of herself. Yeah, it's
big shocker.
But yeah, that would be my answer with my character.
Because we know that the Cicepias of the other galaxies are such upstanding citizens.
Oh god, I know. And I'm planning on her having, I guess, a little character moment, like her kind of like thinking a little bit more about herself with that information that she's knowing about other Cicepias.
So for trusting the most, I don't think Sync trusts anybody yet at this point. Like, not to the extent where like, oh, I can trust you with my life kind of thing, just because I feel like it takes him a while after his wife dying to kind of get to know people on that level, because he's kind of been to himself, other than with Jeremy. And who we trust the least is Cicepia, obviously. Because he feels like she's really nosy, and he tends to believe that being in everybody's business can be a bad thing more than a good thing.
Does Sync consider? Would he go as far as referring to Cicepia as a corrupt law enforcer?
No, I don't think so. Just because he's not too familiar with the law, and I guess the kind of spying in the room thing was kind of far.
Okay, because it seemed like you were implying that in the first 2 sessions. You were questioning things like, why did you do that? Why did you shoot that guy? Or, is this the kind of thing that you do? Do you do things like this? And I was like, that's,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I forgot all about that. I'm sorry. I've been studying. I just got finished with school. I'm all like, whew.
That's fine.
What do I do now? Yeah.
Party.
Yeah, in that sense, like he tends to believe what he sees on TV.
Rumors could go around, and that's what he heard, maybe.
Yeah, like he tends to believe what he sees on the news and stuff like that. He doesn't watch news much anyway, and then he normally doesn't like the whole cop kind of stuff. He doesn't like the whole. He thinks that officers tend to get in too much business and try to abuse their power, and so he just that cop just talked that guy down just to put him in a bullet in his head to make his job easier, much less paperwork.
It's pretty easy with Arkara, really, because she's quite simple. It's sort of a tie between Anar and Sync on the trusting part, because Anar is very straightforward and seems to be very vocal about what he thinks. So she's like, okay, I know where you stand. And Sync is like, okay, he actually lent us our ship and the ship and everything, and he doesn't seem to have any ulterior motives to doing this. So fair enough, that's fine.
Okay.
And of course, Cicepia is sort of the nemesis. Because everything Arkara really knows about Cicepia, at least from her own universe, is that, oh, she was a Blue Sun's informant. What about this one?
Yeah, that's true.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah.
So,
I love how the cop is the one that people are tending to trust the least. But...
It's kind of funny, because Cicepia's got probably the widest range of different personalities that we've seen so far in terms of the different versions of her.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, the one that Anar trusts the most would have to be Arkara, because she seems to have caused the least amount of problems for him since Elias stuck a gun in his face, understandably. Sink got in his face, understandably. Cicepia he has barely talked to, so he doesn't really know her very well. Well, understandably. Who next? Who did I miss? Cicepia. So you trust Arkara, the mudding battles in this case. As for the person he trusts the least, vocally he would say Elias, just because he thinks his music in another universe sucks. And no, I'm kidding. He probably trusts him the least just because I don't know, probably because he stuck a gun in his face. I mean, Sinky understands. Elias just stuck a big fat sniper rifle in his face. I mean, he's been trusting him with his gear and all that stuff. So that basically just makes it like a small reason to trust him. But honestly, if I'm going to be completely honest, the one he trusts the least, the most, would be himself. And I'm not going to divulge into that too much, if that's okay with you.
I remember you saying that earlier.
No, you don't. Get that out of your brain right now.
Person Elias trusts the most is probably Cicepia, just because Cicepia seems to have been the person who has been the most upfront with what her agenda is, or at least to him she has. So, in terms of trusting that they are doing what they say they're doing, it would be Cicepia. Whether or not that means trusting her with all the knowledge that everything that he knows and his life, I'm not sure yet, but we'll see how that plays out. Because Elias is actually quite secretive, funnily enough. In terms of the person he trusts the least, prior to Tuchunka, that would have been Arkara. And that would probably have been because he didn't know what her agenda was more than anything else, and hasn't had an awful lot of dealings with Krogan in general, so there's probably a bit of that as well. Otherwise, it might have been Anar, because Elias hasn't had an awful lot to do with him yet.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Good questions. Good answers. What I like to do is, near the end of the campaign, see if your answers to that question has changed. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I think that normally happens. Normally that changes in the end. But we'll see. So, let us get ourselves back into where we left off. So we are now on the planet Tuchunka at the Thek clan. Currently, your party is semi-separated because most of you are in this, I guess, shelter of some sort, unofficial shelter, during the night. And it's not too late at night. It's probably around 8:30, 9 o'clock p.m. if you're talking in Earth, standpoints. But anyway, Arkara has been separated, and she is currently, I believe, unarmed. She's unarmed. Okay, so she's in an interesting situation where she is unarmed because she's in the, I guess, traditional female Krogan garb, complete with veil, and she is in the nursing house where all of the baby and children Krogan are being put to sleep for the night, and the Krogan females are taking care of them, and Arkara has found some very awkward discoveries here. So my first question to you guys is, where should we start first? Should I start with Arkara, or should I start with the people at the shelter? I don't know who wants to do what or say what.
Well,
I
if
remember last I
correctly,
checked, we were deciding what action to take.
yeah, we're
Whether
actually in
to-
communication with each other.
Are you guys in communication with
Yeah.
Arkara still?
Yeah.
I think I
Okay.
think we had.
We
That-
were
that's
trying to
where we
decide whether or
left
not
off
we
at
were
least.
going to
Okay,
confront
so you
Cyrus
guys
or
are-
Yeah.
That's right.
Confront the leader.
yeah, well, the clan leader.
Yes, who is back on the ship. Yes.
I'm locked into the med bay and Drimmy's outside
Yeah,
with a gun.
Locked.
Yeah.
Meridi, right now he is there with... Correct. He is there with Meridi and Drimmy, and I don't know if anyone else is on the ship right now. Oh.
Otto's,
that's it.
oh no, Otto's with us.
No, Otto's
No,
with
just
you.
Otto's with us.
Otto's in the with
Yep.
you.
Yes. So, he is there alone with the Asari, the two Asari. The Wonder Twins. Kitty sighting!
Oh my god, I'm just getting that image. Just twin powers.
Amazing.
I'm just hearing them going, we're not
Form.
twins.
Yes. Okay.
I
This one
do not
believes
know
the
what's going
woman
on
has
here.
to make a decision. This is her planet, her clan. It's her choice. We're only outsiders.
Well, I do want to know what this Cyrus did to us, and why, and I just want to know.
This one
Something.
also wants to find that out. This is very unlike him.
This Cyrus guy sounds a little very suspicious. From what
He
I'm
technically hasn't done anything wrong, however. These people just wouldn't exist.
I'm not sure if
that,
this
that
is
could
living,
be
though.
said to be potentially wrong. Forcibly
That's-
altering another person's genetic code against their will.
From what this one has heard from his experiences with the commander back in the day, he used to destroy lives, not create them.
And it seems like he's taking a lot of, making them submissive. And again, that's a
True,
lot
but-
of red flags for me.
I'd argue
Something's
that
very wrong
this
here.
isn't necessarily creation
In all
of life
honesty,
either.
and Arkara, this one means no offense. He has never cared about the genophage or the Krogans whatsoever. He just wrote them off as a dying race. That's why this one's very confused.
Well, that is typical Solarian, though. It really is.
But not typical of this Solarian.
So,
My
Akara, is there
concern
any
is that
chance of you getting back here, or are you stuck there for the night?
I have no idea how relaxed the guard is, so I guess I'll have to try or just ask these women if they think I can go out or if I'm just gonna get spotted. I do not know yet.
If this one believes that we are to speak with Cyrus, it would wish to speak with him himself. However, if someone would like to come with him, he will not.
We're not getting out of this camp tonight.
no,
That's not
I don't see
happening.
us. I don't see us getting out of the camp. The
Not
only way
without,
to
not
be able
without shooting
to.
our way out.
I don't see him
Yeah.
getting out of the bedroom either, so we've
I
got
can
to.
patch Cyrus into this call, but
There is no way for him to escape the med bay. Is that right, Sink?
Oh, unless he's a good hacker, I don't think he's going anywhere. Out
This
of
one,
character.
personally, not.
I was just gonna say I don't know anything about Cyrus, so that's why I said that.
I didn't roll him up actually. Hark did, so I don't know what's going on with him.
More suspicious by the minute.
Sync, at this point, your communicator starts to, as in your phone or whatever you use as a phone, starts ringing or buzzing or vibrating or however it is.
I got the Hello
Have it
Kitty
set.
tune in my head. You just seem like the guy.
It looks like it is Drimmy.
Okay. Oh, hey, what's up?
Well, we have a problem.
What's going on?
Cyrus is trying to is trying to buzz the cockpit to try to find out what's going on with his door, and I'm trying to ignore him, but sound like he's getting a little upset.
Just tell him you figure it out and have him out as soon as you can.
Sure, yes, I will go ahead and do that. As soon as while Sync is on the phone, simultaneously, Anar's phone starts ringing. Anar's phone starts ringing.
Mine is definitely the Hello Kitty
It's
thing.
Cyrus. It's Cyrus.
It's probably got a picture of him popping up, like all drunk and passed out on a couch. Just a sneak little picture he took. He'll answer the phone. Hello.
You didn't tell me that this ship that we were on was defective.
Defective? How so?
My door was locked.
You know, that's funny. This one's toilet didn't flush this morning either. It had to smell it all day. I wonder if there is something going on with the ship.
What is wrong with our crew, Anar?
Lack of a good plumber?
Apparently, you could do well to find others that are better at keeping this place in tip-top shape. The maintenance crew is totally lacking.
Oh, don't get your panties all in a fix.
You hear in the background the voice of Drimmy say, my apologies, Sir Cyrus. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get the door unlocked as quickly as I can. Ugh, useless.
Hey, at least you're getting respect here. Nobody ever called you sir where we came from.
Respect? Ha! Ha! Is that what you call this?
Well, do you call what this one does to you respect?
Absolutely not.
Do you call that respect?
It's nice change.
Look, just sit in the corner, eat your cookies, we'll get it fixed as soon as we can.
I'd love to, but you took the chef with you.
This one had him bake extras before you left. You didn't take them out of the kitchen. This one made sure you knew.
Yes, well, it would be great if I could actually have access to the kitchen. Now, wouldn't that be convenient?
Yes, that would be convenient. Just ring up Trimmy. Maybe he can slip him through the door.
That is disgusting.
It's a clean room. It's not happening.
He's right.
How long is it going to take for you to come back? He says.
Look, this one doesn't have the time to deal with the diva. It has more important things to take care of.
Oh. All right. I just was hoping that when I signed up for this, that we would have a little bit more competent. We'd have a little bit more competent crew members who can actually, know how to open a locked door.
Oh, and this one thought we were just getting along so well. I was about to name one of my kids after you. The grumpy one. Now quit your complaining, sit in the corner, and wait your turn.
At this point, Cyrus just hangs up.
Everybody can hear a noise.
So,
Oh, I made that
Come
loud
back
and
and-
clear, by the way, so everybody else can hear it.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Sark's just getting riled up, guys.
do we want to talk to him about what's going on down here?
This one doesn't feel good about leaving him in there. However, he would have gotten suspicious if this one didn't talk the smack.
Oh no, I completely get what you did. It's just more a case of do we want to actually ask him about what the hell is going on with this genetic cloning facility?
This one does. This one is the most confused out of all of you.
I just
I
want
think
the
either way
answer.
we're gonna have to. Either way, we're gonna have to go through the clan leader. So I kind of think we should get more information if it's available.
This one agrees. Also, we cannot involve these civilians in combat with us, as we were discussing earlier. Even if we do have the
Yeah.
armaments to arm them, they do not show the will nor the strength, and
Competence.
also it would endanger the young. We cannot involve them. Not to mention, if we were to fail, they would probably be punished or killed, and I'm sure that's not what our Krogan friend here would want.
I've tried that once and it's not a good idea. Trust me on that one.
Doesn't seem like we're going to get many answers tonight, however.
Well, we might, just not from the Krogan.
No.
Actually, This one has an idea, but that depends. Elias, do you happen to have a cloaker on you?
Sorry, no.
Oh, darn. He kind of slaps his console and says, ow.
I'm working on one, but it's glitching.
His mech starts to bounce up and down a little bit, and he's saying, this one's trigger finger's getting very itchy. Then he takes his other foot and stomps it on the other one and crosses his hands. Very itchy.
I don't think going in guns blazing is going to be a good thing right now. We don't know how many other of the Krogan are out there that are going to fight us back.
Most of them.
If this
Most
one had,
like the
if this
entire
one had
compound.
disagreed with that, this place would have been a smoldering crater by the time you even arrived.
At this point, Anar, do you have any extra water?
Yeah, maybe. Let this one check. And he'll dive into his suit and start looking around. I'm gonna do a randomized roll to see if I have one. So you guys continue.
You ought to have soda in there somewhere, don't you?
Though I don't think soda
Doesn't hydrate.
doesn't hydrate.
This is true.
To be fair, that depends entirely on whether or not Sink is actually
Sorry, it
overheating
doesn't look
or
like he does.
True.
is thirsty.
He pops up and says, sorry, this one's out of the water. It seems to take more priority on the soda. If you want that, you can have it. This one doesn't know how well humans or whatever you are can take it.
It's fine. I can take it.
You don't look well.
I'll be all right. Let's just get what we're gonna get and get out of here.
We're stuck here for the night. Unless you want to go take on people in a night fight, which I don't really recommend.
I don't think I have the strength for that anyway.
Oh, upon hearing that, Anar will go over to Dylan. Not Dylan. Sink. Open his cockpit thing, hoping nobody is looking, and then he doesn't see Anar real quick, but he sees a little bag pop over the top and starts shaking in front of his face. And then you'll see Anar pop his head up over the top and say, "Num-nums."
Sure, thanks. I'll take.
He pops it over to him real quick.
I'll take whatever it is and start munching on it.
I think if we're going to talk to him, I think we should bring Cyrus back up and just get the question done and over with.
Let's do it. Well, I think we should do it.
Yes.
Arkara?
I want answers.
There's no point in delaying this matter.
Oh well, let's put him on speaker, as they used to say.
Let's hope he doesn't hang up on us.
If that's the case, then this one shouldn't call. He may hang up on this one.
Is there a way that we can talk to him through the ship, in a sense?
Yeah, there's a screen in the med bay we could use if we need a vidcon. Otherwise, there's the PA system.
And then maybe Jimmy can use it to kind of connect through his device and then connect it to the device.
This one would like to make a recommendation.
Sync, hold on. Before you do that, Sync, your phone is ringing.
All right, answered it.
It's
Jimmy?
it's you. The voice on the other screen says, "Yes, is this customer service?"
Depends on who's asking.
Says,
Bring up on your Omnital.
"Who is asking?" He says, "This is your medical doctor on your ship, Cyrus Lennox. I've heard that I believe this is the number that I need to call in order to file a complaint."
Yeah, hang on. How about we talk face to face, and I'll put him up on Omnitool so everybody can see and hear.
Oh, look, the entire party's there. Wonderful.
Oh, wonderful. The one face we didn't want to see is there, too.
He says, "Your Asari friend, the supposed engineer of the ship, he's taking an awful long time to help me with this malfunctioning door. I just thought I would inform you."
Well,
See
maybe
how
you can help things move along. Maybe you could help us.
Yes, this one agrees. Also, Otto, please pass over those cookies you brought with you.
Otto checks his pack and he takes out a small bag of chocolate peanut butter cookies.
He'll take one gingerly, lean closer to the screen, and munch very slowly.
Why do you toy with me? He says.
It's just so much fun.
Seriously, though, he says, this door is taking forever to open. He says, I demand that you send somebody else that's more competent to open this immediately.
All right, Cyrus. No more fooling around. I'm gonna cut to the chase with you. We need some information, and you're not getting out of there until we get what we want.
What? What information?
We
Wait
have
it,
information
wait.
that you know. We know that you're, we know that you're behind the technology and about the Krogan stuff here.
What
Cloning
Krogan
facility.
stuff? At this point, there is a pause on Cyrus. You can't really see his expression very well behind his visor. And he then says, I'm listening.
Cloning facility run by the Thet clan say that you're the one who gave them the genetic breeding program that they're using to end
And
the genophage.
and if I was, what does that have to do with a malfunctioning door?
We're
Anar will
probably
speak up,
gonna have
says,
to storm that
Answers
facility.
may get it open.
Oh, I see where we're going here. This door isn't malfunctioning at all, is it?
Clever man, aren't you, Cyrus?
More like dumbass.
What does this have to, even if I was in charge of such a thing, what does it matter? It's not, what does it matter? That was a long time ago, and the facility,
still running.
if it did, it's still running.
Yes.
Impossible. It can't be running.
Arkara, would you mind turning on the video on your Omni tool, please?
Sure. I turn up the screen and show him all the ladies with my face.
Or eyes.
He shows the vid. At this point, Cyrus starts to scratch his chin.
How can he see?
Interesting.
Oh, wait, no, I know.
Apparently, certain things that were apparently there have been things that should have remained buried have been dug up again while I was away.
At this moment, Anar steps forward and, with an actual serious tone, this one's just confused why you would want to help the Krogans in the first place.
Is it really that much of a stretch for you, Anar? You, of all people, should understand what it means to try to redeem oneself, don't you?
Yes, but this was before we left. Back then, you weren't exactly nice. Not that you are now.
Yes, he says. If you must know, I was involved in such a supposed cure for the genophage, but I shut that facility down myself and took all of my research with me. The Krogan should not have been able to reopen that facility, and even if they did, I do not know how they would have been able to reproduce my work that I had started there.
Was it through the eclipse or through your own means? Because this one doesn't believe our master actually knew of any of this.
Eclipse.
What, you didn't know? It's not like this one was hiding it.
Keep up.
Eclipse,
Just relax.
Eclipse was not involved. However, they were an integral part in allowing me to be able to conduct my research for the facility. It was Eclipse who was able to steal some very vital information from Cerberus's bases in order to, from their archives on how cloning actually works. I just happened to steal what they stole, with the intent of using it for more productive ways, in more productive ways.
At this point, Anar just gives a little. Okay, we need to actually deal with the situation at hand. We can discuss all this when we're done, but right now we need to get in there, fix whatever is going on, and find out what's actually happening. We will have no answers as we sit here, as you clearly do not seem to know. We just need your help to get inside.
Well, how do you think I can help? He says, I haven't been there in years.
Do you have schematics for the original base?
I do.
Maybe if we can
Is
find
there a back
another way
way
around.
Out of character, Solarians actually have picture-perfect memory for the most part, so his memory should actually still be pretty good on it. But that's just
We
out
just
of
have to get
character.
it out of his head.
If I could get,
The
if
sledgehammer,
I could get the
that's
layout,
that'll be a good one.
if I could get the layout of it, maybe I could try to like plan a tactic. Use my tactics to try to lay out a good strategic move to get into there.
I can possibly send you the schematic floor plan, at least from way back then, under 2 conditions.
Mm-hmm.
1, this door needs to open. 2, 3 dozen macaroons. At this, he turns towards Otto's direction.
I think we all turn towards auto direction.
Otto says proudly, I can produce those.
I smell like cookies for a month.
Sounds like we have a deal. And I'll text
Actually,
Jimmy.
wait. We also need. If they are using your technology, what's the best way to shut it down? Other than, big ass bomb.
To that, Anar does a simulated daka motion towards your direction.
Well, if you want to shut down the power, I guess that's the easiest way to do. However, you have to understand that if there are any Krogan clones inside the pods, that is essentially their life support system. You will pretty much destroy all of the clones that are currently living within those pods.
During the awkward silence, he kicks up some dirt. Darn it.
Could you send those schematics now? I'd like to take a look at them.
Cyrus pulls out his wrist and he starts typing something into it, and you will receive, Anar will receive a file that contains the floor plan of the facility. It's
Can I
not
see that, Anar?
particularly. It's not particularly large.
But it is laced with spam, jerk.
Papa bad.
The facility was not particularly large. Not the mail that I sent you.
Alright,
He'll transfer it over to Cicepia if he has the
there you go. I
Yeah,
made
whatever he
a
needs.
technical roll. I made a,
Open.
knowledge tactics.
You roll again.
Roll again?
A
You got a
D6.
6.
Oh, goody.
6 on wild die.
So I would just do I forgot how it. I forgot I had everything.
You find out for
Roll
me.
D6.
You find out for me how they managed to get that facility back up. I was very careful in ensuring that every trace of my research was gone, erased, removed from all of the computers there. The only way that they possibly could have been able to recreate that research would be some very intelligent minds, a group of them, and I don't think you would be able to find that amongst Krogans. Even
Not
so,
in this clan.
even so, he says, you still need some key elements in order to reproduce what we did. And
What are
that's
those key
assuming that
elements?
is assuming it's a perfect reproduction of the work that had been done.
Was I able to
Shall we
find like anything from the schematics with my roll?
Of the facility?
Yeah.
Well, there doesn't seem to be a back entrance, if that's what you're asking.
Uh-oh.
Guess we can go through the front door.
Okay.
Well, if we gotta go through the
Okay.
front door, we might as well take Cyrus with us.
Cyrus is on the ship. Can we actually get him into the compound?
We can get him dropped off. Hell, we can even use the ship to lay down some bombardments, or... No, that's too much. Never mind.
I feel like something like that would cause civilian casualties if we were to, like go
Anar would
open.
agree.
I think
open
so.
a
Not to mention, I'm
Tribe
pretty
of
sure I
Krogan.
saw anti-aircraft guns on the compound.
Yes.
So basically, we're stuck inside and they're stuck they're stuck outside. We're stuck inside.
Pretty much.
Well, Anar speaks up. Maybe if we went with our original plan and just have Arkara go in and we just follow along. Worst case scenario could just me, Arkara, this one, and Otto. We can get inside and keep in contact with the rest of you.
There's one problem with that.
Yeah, and then they'll come for us while you're inside. I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, and
could
there's a
just play
problem
the
with trying
prisoner
to get me in there. He's going to recognize me, that's for sure.
This one sees your point.
Well,
Cyrus,
we
do
can
you
put
have any
it on.
ideas?
What was the question out of character? What did you ask him?
Anar is trying to see if Cyrus has any ideas since he's been here before.
About what? I don't know.
How to get in.
He thinks to himself. Well, you probably should first find out who's in charge, and then point some guns at him.
This one loves your thinking.
I'm very direct, he says. Straight to the point.
I think
This
it's
one
probably
always
the
did
best
it.
plan we're gonna make.
At this point, too, I'm gonna let him out. By the way, I kind of ought to do it earlier. Being that he helped us out, so I'll text Jimmy to open the door or whatever, and I'll tell Cyrus. Well, I guess you found the key to your locked door.
And so there's no
Did-
butthurt feelings. There's keys in the kitchen.
You owe me big time for this one, Anar.
He starts tapping his tentacles together. Maybe.
So, Arkara, I think we can put you in your armor in front of the clan leader without him recognizing you until we're up close and personal. Well, you're up close and personal.
Well, if he'll let me in with the helmet, that shouldn't be a problem, but I don't know if he will.
Well, bullets seem to be very persuasive, and this one's per experience.
Huck, what are the chances I'd be able to manufacture some contact lenses? Krogan contact lenses?
Tonight, you mean?
Well, yeah.
Uh,
I've got Omnigel, so
I can see you can argue cybernetics or synthetics. It's technical. It's a technical role.
I'm happy to go with synthetics.
Okay, go ahead.
That's good.
17.
That's pretty good.
All right. You can probably do that in about 15 minutes.
Well, Arkara, your eyes are now a lovely shade of green.
Well, alright
What
then.
does this match the armor?
That
I'm
could
sure
work.
he'll recognize your voice as well, so we may want to be ready. I guess
Do you
try
want me
to
to try to
save.
program a voice I can try to program a voice modulator. How would you just do Anar's?
So you may not need to if these women are being submissive. You'd probably just be quiet and try to blend in.
That is true. I could probably do that. Have either Anar or Otto speak for me, so to speak.
I suggest Anar.
Yeah.
My intimidation has improved.
We've been playing the
Of course
prisoner
it
part
has.
pretty well so far, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, not to mention that, you know, Otto's got this lovely sniper rifle. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, with that, Anar looks towards Arkara and be like, Arkara, this one has a question for you.
Okay.
You know where this one can possibly procure some Krogan melee weaponry on hand? This one seems to be a little short in the department.
Well, if you're able to sweet talk your way in here, then there should be an armory.
He giggles at the
wouldn't-
sweet talk part.
Or, you know, take it from someone who already has one.
That is also an option, if things come to that.
Elias, that is the smartest thing you've ever said to this one. Hark, is it possible that Anar can go rough up a Krogan or something for possibly a battle axe?
Do you really want to do that right now? Because you can if you want.
I really want to get a battle axe, and
But you
I
can
think
do it
only one
tomorrow.
person-
Are you
Well,
doing that
in the
tonight then?
program.
Maybe tomorrow along the way. Maybe if there isn't any lying around, or maybe Mr. Elias can help out this one.
I don't think there's going to be any lying around. So.
Is there enough scrap for me to create a battle axe? I don't think my omni tools
This
are that
one
good.
would
Sorry.
heavily enjoy a baton axe.
I don't think my omni tools are that
I don't
powerful,
think
dude.
I don't think it can do that.
Who? Fine, I'll see if I can find something like a cleave or.
At this
I just
too,
have so many things I could do with it.
Okay, go ahead. What does it think?
well, I think I'm gonna try and save my strength. This planet isn't too great on. Well, it's hot, and I don't have as many sweat glands as I used to, so I might be a little weaker than normal. So I'm gonna try to save my strength up for tomorrow.
Hopefully, it won't be too worse when it's direct sunlight.
Now, Arkara, you probably are not gonna be able to get too much sleep because every now and then, in the middle of the night, there might be a Krogan or two crying, and one of the women we're going to have to go and feed them or attend to them. So
Slap
you
them on
might
the
be a
head.
little groggy the next morning because all of the female Krogan are up at the break of dawn.
We don't really
Um,
need much sleep though, so
That's true. That's true. You don't need that much sleep. So maybe you're fine.
just a little bit more rough around the edges, I guess.
Yes.
This is quite emotional.
And the women prepare, once they finish feeding the children, they prepare to exit out of the nursery and go attend to their daily chores, if you will. So, what are you going to do?
I'll just exit the compound, just blend in with the rest and make
Okay.
for where the others are.
Ugh.
You will probably be able to make your way to where the others are. Most of them might still be asleep unless they're early risers. I don't know if any of you are particularly early risers, but...
I think she would be an early riser.
Okay.
Elias probably isn't anymore.
Arkara, you will be able to get
Anar's
to
just
the...
snoozing. Let's face it.
I guess, is Cicepia an early riser?
Yeah.
Cicepia will be awake by the time you reach the shelter. Go ahead.
Morn,
Morning.
you get much sleep
Didn't-
over there?
Not really. Well, considering everything, but I just want to get this over with. This is just so wrong in so many ways.
We should probably go and get inside, try to get everyone awake, try to discuss our plan to. What should we do next? Get
Yes.
everyone together.
That's a good idea.
Will you wake everybody up?
Yes.
All right.
Just go around
You-
poking people. Oi.
You'll wake everybody up, and
Take
Once
an
everyone is-
shield, battle shield.
Sync,
if you wrap
Sync
on
when
the
you
head,
wake up.
wake up a few seconds later.
Sync, you wake up. You wake up the next morning, and your body still feels blech, because it didn't get any. I mean, it cooled down a little bit over last night, but it didn't get that cold. And now that the sun is up, you know, you can definitely feel the strain of the arid weather on your body.
How did you live on this planet?
How are you feeling, Stink?
I'll be fine.
We're used to this,
Build
apparently you
some
are not.
cooling fins into your arms.
I haven't thought of that.
Anar actually speaks up. Sync, if you need to, you can climb into the rear passenger seat and you can cool off for a moment in the suit.
Thanks, but I can handle my own. I'll make it. I've been through worse.
You
Don't
sure?
be brave now.
I'm positive.
You might need your strength.
Yeah, it
You
sounds
won't
like we're
need
going to be
strength.
going into a firefight.
Don't worry, I can handle myself.
Bang, 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 bang.
You guys also realize that Otto seems to be missing
Oh,
this morning.
crap.
Where'd he go?
Did you lose him?
This one thought it was your turn to watch him.
Think about lose first.
Anar will get up. Alright, this one will go find him.
Arkara
Here,
here,
should-
before anything else happens, I'm gonna hand you the contact lenses.
Should I come with you, Anar? I could probably help try to search and investigate where he might have went.
You're gonna have to wear the handcuffs.
Oh God, that thing.
No, it's the neck cuffs.
The
thingy.
neck cuffs.
Oh, that's even worse, or
Fine.
better for you.
It'll come off the moment you want it to.
That's if you can get
Just-
it off right.
So,
I fixed them early. I fixed them last night.
So if you want to come along, that's what you're gonna have to do.
All right,
So-
I'm coming over to help you.
so Anar takes his Turian for his morning walk. For her morning walk.
He is not treating her that way. He's making sure she knows that.
That's an
He
amazing.
might do like a little
idea.
tug every once in a while, but something you should know.
Anar brings with him, a little paper bag. And,
Do you want me to roll? Do you want me to roll an investigation roll to see if I find
For
him?
you, it's just role play.
are you gonna be the one investigating?
You can a Cicepia has a keen mind. She can keep an eye out for things and just like talk to Anar when no one's
Research.
looking.
Yeah, I don't know how much information you're gonna get out of that, but go ahead if you want to roll.
Try to find footprints and all that good stuff.
Okay, you're not a tracker, but 26. I mean,
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't read.
that's
I
a
got
critical
red on my last
failure,
one
though.
though. Critical fail.
yeah, I
I can't
don't
find
think
him.
you're not gonna be able to determine where Otto is
Yeah.
at this moment in
Mhm.
time.
Well,
No.
While you guys are out, however, several of the two of the Krogan, these look like big burlier than even the general Krogan that you see, approach the two of you and say, "You're female. Chief wishes to see her at once."
Anar will nod in agreement, and then begin to walk back to where they came from, and he'll bark out, "Come along, Turian."
Oh, the glare. Yes, master.
Man, I
He'll-
wish we're sick.
He'll whisper to you, "Sorry."
Get inside the room. Push the suit down.
Hey, this one didn't mean it.
Arkara, your phone starts ringing.
And start taking the thing off.
I answer it.
Girl, do you know what that Solarian did?
Ate all the freaking cookies.
No.
He
What's up,
ate
Bertie?
all of the cookies in the kitchen.
Knew it.
Of course he did.
That thing, she says, that Solarian is a total pig. I don't know where he puts it.
Well, he's Solarian.
Solarians
You know how
probably
they
didn't have
are.
a fast metabolism.
Well, when are you bringing your boyfriend back? I want more cookies.
He's not my boyfriend, really. He's not. But we're working on it. Okay.
You're working on it. Oh, well,
No.
this is news to me.
Really? No. We're working on bringing him back. And no, not in. Just forget
Uh-huh,
it.
uh-huh.
Just forget it.
Okay. All right.
This-
Okay.
this is not
how's
the
the mission? Is the mission going all right? Is the mission going cool?
Depends
Which
on what
one?
mission.
Are there any other, cute Krogan boys over there?
No. No. Only
all right.
want to kill, so I don't think they fit the bill.
Well, all right. I'm just checking up. Just checking up. Things at the ship are fine, except for the shortage of cookies. So that will have to be, solved very soon once you get back. Yes. Keep Otto safe is what I'm trying to say.
Yes, Murdy. I'll try.
See you soon, girl.
Hey, if we lose this one, we can find another one.
Snippy walks up. You and Otto do
Is
make
Otto's sniper rifles? Is the sniper rifle still here?
I think he has the sniper rifle, probably.
He has a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
Well, I know the sniper rifle is not still there. He took it with him.
Damn it. Okay, let's just hope he's actually still around.
I wonder what's
Yeah.
gotten into him. I wonder if he's thinking
Because that is actually a better sniper rifle than the one I'm carrying.
Okay. If you turn to your D20 map, you will see the conclave. So just to give you a lay of the land, there are several towers surrounding you. Right now there appears to be 3 Krogan in the towers. These are the 2 Krogan that you guys, that Anar and Cicepia saw approach them, informing you that the chief wanted to speak with you. And the chief is currently sitting here on a large, very large stone throne. I don't know how you guys are arranging yourselves, but I'm assuming Anar is up front.
Oh, hell yeah, he
followed by
is.
Arkara.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and it would make sense that we'd be behind.
I
Yeah,
do
like in the
think
line.
that Elias and Cicepia should change places, if you guys agree with me.
You can change places if you want.
Or
Okay.
actually, maybe
I
Sink,
think
because
it should
he's not feeling too good.
probably. Actually, I think Cicepia should hang back. Tactically, it's a better move.
Yes.
Agreed.
Because I need my gun.
I'm squishy.
Arkara and I can soak up some damage.
Yeah, we're gonna be in front anyway, so.
Slave train, which is the worst thing I could ever say.
Oh.
Oh man.
Oh.
So
I don't
true.
mean that literally. You know what I mean.
So Cicepia, can you slap a singularity on the one at the back?
I think I could do that.
Also,
Let's see what happens first before we start making battle arrangements.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys approach the throne, and the chief is sitting on the throne. He's actually drumming his fingers impatiently as you guys approach him. And when you are positioned pretty much where you're positioned right now on the map, he grunts and says, "Why did it take you so long to come see me?" he asked. "You arrived here yesterday afternoon."
Anar will talk inside the headset to Arkara.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to handle this, or do you want this one to do it?
I just give him a small look and just try to signal, I can't open my mouth, I can't speak here.
Ah, okay. No pressure. Team Slaughter could be all my fault.
TPK.
He'll speak up. It's like, well, it's not like you exactly hurried us along. We were resting from our long trip. After all, you could see our slaves that we're going to sell to the Batarians were, well, they can't take the heat very well, as you know what this one's saying.
So what good are they for slaves if that's the case?
Because they're going to be slaves off the world. They're not your concern. Your concern is our woman.
The Krogan turns towards the female Krogan, Arkara, and he says, "Your name?"
Our female is mute.
"Mute."
Yes, as in can't talk.
"How?"
As in she can't talk.
"How did she become mute?"
She's always been mute.
Hmm.
You don't need talking women to make babies. In fact, I think this makes her a little bit more appealing. Yes, he did say eyes. Getting used to it.
The Krogan gets up. He walks over to Arkara and he kind of looks at her up and down. "She looks formidable. Something about you, though." He starts to trail off a little bit. Thek looks at you up and down. He looks into your eyes, and then he pauses for a moment and says, "Where is this Krogan from?"
Rival tribe.
"Which one?"
One you don't know.
"I know all the tribes here, Krogan." He turns towards you, and when he goes towards you, he immediately butts his head onto yours. The chief deals 24 damage to you just with that headbutt. He hits hard.
Damn it.
It's very hard. When you do that, your helmet like first of all gets a dent on it and it flips around to the side.
Oh no.
almost looking like he broke your neck. Almost looking like that. But yes, you take 24 damage. So if you have any damage reduction or a kinetic barrier,
Damage.
I'm sorry, 13 defense. So you took 11 damage. You took 11 damage.
That brings me down to 18. Fun.
He hits hard. How does Anar react? Because at this point, the chief looks at you, and his eyebrows furrow because if your head twists around that much, you probably shouldn't be standing right now.
He fixes his head, just looks at him and says, "This one's kid hits harder than you do."
Ooh.
As soon as you do that, the Krogan is about to hit Anar again. If you guys want to react to that, you can, and then we'll roll initiative.
Anar,
I'll charge him.
I
Alright,
use sabotage.
Everybody roll initiative. Anar, give me how many actions do you want to take this round?
That's a good question. I'm trying to think if I need to activate my immunity now so I don't die.
No, you do shield boost first because immunity doubles your kinetic barriers. You don't have any kinetic barriers to double.
Okay. So definitely put a damper on that plan then. I'm trying to get to my combat things. Give me a second.
Cicepia, how many actions do you want to take?
I think I'll take 2. I'm going to be doing a singularity over here.
Well, you don't have to specify.
And then I'll be probably doing a shield then.
Sync, how many actions?
1.
Elias, how many actions?
2.
Arkara, how many actions?
Is the chief holding any weapons? Or does he appear unarmed?
The chief appears to have a shotgun.
Right, 2 actions then.
Yes. Remember, by the way, that you're holding most people's weapons.
Yes,
Just so you
that's
know.
true. I should probably take an action to get the others out.
I'm okay. I can wait on getting my pistol. I'll get to you.
You know what?
So,
I'll save my attack for the next round if that's cool with everybody, and I'll just use shield boost and open up the hatch. So I'll take 2 actions. And
you're
I
doing
gotta
2
stand.
actions this round?
Yes, because I gotta stand in front of everybody so they don't get hit.
Okay. Alright.
It's better they stay alive than I do.
So,
Well, I can try
Anar-
to help you with that.
I would
Anar, what is your... Okay, Anar, what is your first action?
First action is to do a shield. Oh wait, no.
Do you shield boost, dude? Do it.
Yeah. Do
Okay,
it.
fine. I'll do
Well, let's
the
go to
shield boost, and let me do a
Do you have
stamina
to
check.
roll? Yeah, stamina check, and I believe since you're doing 2 actions, I believe that means you get a -3 penalty.
That is
I believe.
correct.
Okay.
That is correct. Stamina. That's strength, I think. -3 to this, by the way.
22. I think that's enough for you, right?
Yes, it's 10 to 15,
So you're fine.
and that should add on an extra. Either 3 or 6. So I regenerate either 6 or 9 points. 6 is my max anyway, so.
At this point, a new challenger appears.
Oh?
Hey!
Oh.
Hi, Spells.
What?
Oh, he's
Hi,
muted.
Spells. You're mute, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
Who's
sorry.
that guy?
Oh.
Surprise!
Shortly after Anar boosts up his shield, this Krogan over here roars in anger as he gets thrown off the tower and falls in this direction. It looks like he got thrown off the tower by some biotics of some sort.
Wimp.
That
Awesome.
wasn't me.
Spells, you're up there in the tower.
Yay! I am.
Yay!
Rain, roll initiative, please. Cicepia, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna fire a singularity at this guy right there. Please let that be okay.
Well die.
Oh, wild die! Yay!
Yep, roll again.
Oh.
26.
Do I roll again?
Yep, roll again.
Rolling frenzy!
Okay.
Nice.
31.
Nice.
I think I made up for that 3 that the -3 that I have.
Yes. Okay. So does something happen with a higher roll?
I don't think so.
I
I
think
think
No,
it's
I think it's off.
So
think
you're
hovering in
so
the
what
air.
are you?
Oh
so
no,
you're
it does because it
casting-
makes the
Wait, would you-
difficulty harder. It makes the
Yeah.
difficulty harder for the people to resist it.
Yeah,
You
I
have to roll
think,
resistance against it.
I think you have to match the number.
Yes.
So 31 is what I have to match. Cicepia, in addition to that, because of such a high roll for that with your your wild dice activated twice. Go ahead, and the singularity actually causes a surge of biotic energy around your body. So go ahead and add an additional 3 temporary kinetic barrier shield around you.
Okay.
An additional 3 kinetic barrier. The Tower Krogan. Well, this one's stuck, and he has to roll a 30
Straight 31.
31.
using his strength. Is that what it is?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The Tower Krogan over here is going to fire with his assault rifle.
Bring it.
You said it was 20.
Yes.
He hits,
Damn.
dealing
Having some trouble, guys.
Doctor's at the back of the line.
This is why shield boost
I
is
finally
good.
work on my communication skills, and now my combat's lacking.
21 points of damage.
Oh no.
So you're
So-
soaking up how much of that?
Well, I'm
You're
back at
soaking
6
up-
with shield boost, so minus 13.
So that's 8.
Okay. Which brings me
8
down to
points of
10.
damage. Okay.
My armor on the inside, upon impact, Anar is going to start hearing some alarms going off, and his system is going to be showing him a little diagram of all the damage points on his suit. And he's going to be pressing buttons rapidly, saying, oh shit, shit.
Sync. Your body is overheating. You're fine right now, but you believe that as you continue to exert yourself, it's going to get worse. So currently you can act normally, but
Yeah.
expect some penalties as the combat progresses.
Okay.
You're next.
Okay, and I actually said it taking 1, but I guess I'm taking 2. It depends on how you take it. I'm gonna take my jacket and toss it, and I'm gonna activate my Omni tool, and I'm gonna move.
Okay.
1,
Or move is
2,
free, so.
3, 4. I'm gonna take cover behind that tower wall,
Okay.
and that's all I'm doing.
All right. Elias, you're up.
I activate sabotage, which
On
should
who?
decrease the amount of damage that everyone's taking. Hopefully.
Okay.
Okay, so I need to make a stamina roll at -3.
Oh,
Oh no.
That looks like a critical fail.
That is-
yeah, one of the 5s is gone.
Yeah. Do you want
And
to
I
use a
can't-
point?
I think I will, otherwise I think if I don't, I think Anar's
I'm
gonna
gonna die.
So I'll use it.
All right.
I'll use-
So
I'll
you
use a point.
succeed. With a 22, you succeed.
With a 22 I do succeed, and that means that everyone within 6 meters, every friendly person within 6 meters of me takes -6 damage. If any damage gets through, it's at -6.
That's very nice.
Wow. Thank you, sir.
That
You're
is
welcome.
very nice. The bodyguard Krogan take out their rifles. One of them attempts to fire at Sync as he's trying to duck behind the tower. Sync,
Okay.
what is your range defense?
It is 12.
I'm gonna give you a bonus because you're ducking behind cover.
Don't get hit.
12.
Yes, sir, 12.
Okay. Because you ducked behind cover, he missed you. The other
It's the cover.
Krogan will move towards this direction. And he will attempt to fire at Anar as well. He misses. Who has Meridi's mod, by the way?
I think it was, yeah. Jeff.
Yeah.
Elias, just to clarify for you, Elias, the boost that I gave you, where I say if you miss, then the next successful turn, gives you an extra d6. That's every time you miss, regardless. Every single time you miss, but it doesn't stack
Okay.
with itself.
Yeah,
It doesn't stack with itself. Okay. So,
Cool.
Elias, you're up.
I thought I just took my turn.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The-
Sorry, you're right. Rain, you're up.
Yay! So she's gonna come over here, and then she's gonna survey the battlefield briefly and then shout over the edge, just like, "Hey, it looks like you guys could use some help!" And she's going to fire off a shockwave over here at this guy at the other tower.
Okay.
At that, I'm gonna shout to Elias. I'm sorry, I'm gonna shout to Arkara. You didn't say your friend was a biotic.
Also, Turian lady, do more of that. And she's gonna point to the floating Krogan.
Elias probably recognizes that voice, and many of you probably also recognize that voice.
I
you
don't
make a roll
actually
spell.
have.
We know. Do we
What?
make a roll to see if we do
FYI
know?
spells
First spells.
probably won't recognize me unless I say something.
First, before you actually do roll anything spells, how many actions do you want to take this round?
Just 2.
Okay, so that means every single roll that you do during those 2 turns will be a -3 penalty. We'll have a -3 penalty. So.
Well, with shockwave, I don't actually have to roll anything.
Then you're fine.
So it's going to do 10 damage flat,
Okay.
and for every for every 5 points, the guy up here is knocked away 2 meters, and unless he makes a moderate dexterity acrobatics check, he is knocked down.
So he takes 10 damage. Does he get to use his damage reduction and his barriers against that? Okay.
I don't think barriers count for shockwave.
Really?
But damage reduction, yeah.
Okay, so he reduces some of the damage, but because of the force of the shockwave, he gets pushed back 2 meters. You said
2
Unless he
meters
makes a
per
dexterity?
5 points sustained.
for every 5 points of the damage he took, right?
Yep.
Okay, so then he didn't get moved at all because he absorbed most of that damage. Okay.
I just
Because
realized
it's only
I was
10
muted.
damage, right?
Yeah, it's only 10 damage. It's 10 damage flat. I was hoping
Okay.
it would knock him off, but oh well.
He has a lot of damage reduction.
Okay.
Arkara, you're up.
Can I charge him, or is he too close?
What is does charge mean you need at least a meter?
I am going to check that.
In the game, you can charge right in front of somebody. You can
Yeah.
charge point blank.
Let's see.
So I say you can, unless.
Ooh, you can
the
hit 2 guys
rule-
at the same time.
Well, the only thing is you have to spend at least
Sandwich
one
them.
action to move towards the targets. That's it.
Yeah.
It doesn't say that. It says nothing about.
A minimum movement speed either, no.
It says at least 5 m, but I'm not. I'm not sure if that's a distance or if they're saying that's the amount of melee that you need. I'm really not sure. The rules are a bit unclear there.
I think that's
Maybe-
meters, right?
Maybe you
at
have
least
to
5
be
meters.
5 meters away to use it.
Yeah.
I'm
Maybe it's
assuming
just-
that's what they mean.
If there's like
So
5 or
just-
less, you can do it, right?
So you can
Yeah.
back up 5 and charge in 5.
Right. You can walk up. You can walk back 5 and. Basically.
Do an awesome backflip.
I'm just gonna take a few steps back and then just charge in on the chief.
Yes, you can.
Focus your rage.
Yes. I don't think that includes a melee hit. It just means that I take my damage reduction is raised by 6 for the duration of this round.
Okay.
So that means anything against you is at -12, which I quite like.
Yes.
Okay. And does anything happen to Thek?
No,
Okay. Nothing happens to Thek. Okay.
not yet because I need to take my next action.
Okay. Anar, you're up.
Oh, goody. He's going to open up the rear hatch while bracing himself. And he's going to yell at the others, "Get your weapons now!"
Okay.
At the same time, he's also doing something inside while listening to this horrible, horrible noise, by the way. So you might want to hurry up.
All right. Cicepia's up.
Okay.
Throw the other one
What's
off
the
the tower.
What's the cooldown on Singularity? Or what's the cooldown?
Everything's 2 rounds.
2 rounds? Okay. Alright. Okay, I'll just use this turn to go in, get my gun.
I
Okay.
think. Some moves have 3.
Tower Krogan sees that Arkara is trying to charge at his chief, so he's going to move over here and try to fire at Arkara. What is Arkara's range defense?
Let's see.